Drizzle your nonstick skillet with about a tablespoon or so of good olive oil. And of course, this is on a medium-high heat. I'm going to add the ground turkey. And just so you know, you can use ground chicken, ground beef, pork. But when you make this turkey version, it's less than 200 calories a serving. And a serving is 2 lettuce wraps. So this is really the healthy version of this pretty famous appetizer. So let's add in some ginger. I'm using ground ginger, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, so that'll be a couple of shakes. But I wanted to show you what a real ginger root looks like, and you can actually cut and peel that and then grate it in if you want. Then a teaspoon, a little bit less than a teaspoon of garlic. So we're going to stir this around and let it cook. It takes 5 to 6 minutes for this to cook thoroughly, and you want it totally cooked because you're not going to put it in the oven or anything. So just stay with it, stirring it around until it starts to brown. So here we are, 6 minutes later, and this is what our turkey looks like. So now that this is done and I've gone through all the pieces and trying to crumble it up a little bit, we're going to start mixing everything up for your lettuce wraps. So follow me to the counter. So y'all, I'm not ignoring you. I had no idea that this shot was so wide. So I really am just realizing that there you are. So go ahead and put your turkey into a large bowl like this. And then we're going to start adding ingredients. Something that I found that works so well with green onions is just get yourself a pair of kitchen shears and you're just going to cut. It's so fast, so much easier. And we're going to cut up, it's about 4 stalks. I just went and got these out of our garden. And so they're really fresh and delicious. Now, I was researching the restaurant, P.F. Chang's, that made this appetizer famous, was looking at the ingredients that they use, and they actually put in shiitake mushrooms, and which you could do. You could add that. This is a wrap that you can get very creative with. However, it's the sauce that really makes it. So whether you're using turkey or chicken or pork, I'm going to show you how to make the sauce, and that's what pulls it all together. So now we've got our green onions, and we're going to add in our, I'm going to stir this around, and then we're going to add in our water chestnuts. And I just drained them first and then sliced them in half. I like big chunks of water chestnuts because I love them, but if you want to dice them up smaller, you can do that as well. So just stir all this around, and we're going to push this to the side, and I'll show you how to make the sauce. For the sauce, you're going to start with Hoisin sauce, and you'll need 3 tablespoons of that. So we'll put this in a small bowl, and then we'll go on to our next ingredients. The next thing that I'm going to add is liquid aminos, which I use instead of soy sauce. It's just a little bit better for you and has the same great flavor as soy. So we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos. And you can actually use this, when you make sushi and use it as your sushi dip. It's just a great, great product. And available at your local grocery stores. I've seen it, of course, at Rouse's, and even Walmart will carry it from time to time. Publix has it. Then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. And I just, you saw me smelling it. It's pretty strong. So I really didn't do a full tablespoon. It just depends on how much you love vinegar. I wanted this to have the tartness, but be a little bit sweet. And then finally, I'm adding some chili garlic sauce, and just a small amount of that, because that definitely gives it some heat. So I only did 1 teaspoon. Then we'll add in a little pinch of salt, a healthy pinch. And I'm going to whisk this around, and y'all, we're almost finished. This is a great lunchtime meal. You can actually, I eat it as a handheld and not as an appetizer. It's lunch for me, and it is fabulous. So I'm going to pour that sauce all over the turkey and water chestnuts, and we'll stir it around. And then I'm going to show you how to plate it up. You will actually use lettuce as your wrap, and that's what keeps the calories down. And it just smells great. So here's your lettuce. I'm using romaine. If you use the hearts of romaine, it actually, they cup really well. And you're going to put a really healthy 1/4 of a cup in each lettuce piece. And I actually went back and added a little bit more because these were pretty big pieces of lettuce. And you want, to have a bite of turkey in every bite that you take. So again, this is a favorite when I have friends over for lunch. I'll whip this together. It takes no time. The longest thing is cooking the turkey, as you saw, and that was only 6 minutes. So you can do this in about 15 minutes or less. So there you go. That's your finished turkey wraps. I hope you enjoy it.